Hello, welcome in everybody. I hope everybody is doing well, doing good. I am in a pretty good mood, I must say. I am definitely in a pretty good mood. Well, first, this is the next 24 hours. It's daily, 24 to 36 hours worth of energy, things you might hear, see, or experience during that time. Hey, Bailey, welcome in. Um, but I am in a pretty good mood. I must say, music does wonderful things. I have a song, I just listened to it about 5 or 6 times in a row. It's a really old song, but I found it late last night, probably early morning. And it's a duo between a grandpa and a grandson. And it's the most adorable thing in the whole entire universe. It is cute. I love it. And I listen to it and it just puts me in a awesome mood. Yeah, it cleans everything away. Anywho, so I thought I'd share that. I'm in a silly mood. So I hope everybody's doing well and everybody's doing great. And yes. So let's go ahead and see what we have coming in for us over the next 24, 36 hours. Angels and guides. What are the messages, please? Okay, we got some courage, this new beginning. Oh, be ready. Feels like I'm ready. You got the courage here for this new beginning. Something might just come and make it a message, like always, but it's moving forward. Wow. And it definitely, wow, because it might be from himself. And then there's the silliness. This might be a masculine who's got a plan. And yeah, see, there it is. You're ready. You're ready to just jump into action. But it's silliness. It feels like I'm so giggly. That's what this is, though. Mickle the Muckle. This is funny. This is silliness. And it feels like you might just be so giddy where you're just like, I need to like sit on my hands or sit something. I can't contain the excitement. This feels exciting. Okay. What is going on here? This masculine might have a suggestion. I don't know why I want to say suggestion, but they might have a suggestion for you. What is going on and happening here with all this silliness? Somebody might be smiling because my cheeks hurt. So somebody might be just smiling. It's so big. And they might have like red cheeks. They're blushing. What is this? Tell me what is happening here. It's communication. I told you, it's a text. You get a text and it creates this bridge. Go faster. Something is happening again. What is this? And there's lots of opportunity in this. It feels like, yes, something is going to like take off and go. But then it's like, okay, we got to wait though. It's building some strength. It's resolving something. It's a blueprint. It feels like planning. It's a starting point. Thoughts become things. What in the world? It feels like you're just talking to somebody. And it could be about something. Somebody's taking the lead to getting something done. It feels like this masculine here. Wow, and then you got the big yes card. They are ready to start something. And wow, and they're just talking to you. They're talking. It feels like they're just talking to you. And yet at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know. Yay, I guess. I don't know. What is this? What am I talking about? Why can't I stop smiling? What is this about? Okay. It's a Page of Pentacles. They might be thinking, but if you look here, this one here, like he's got all this light around him. Okay, there's lights. Oops. There's lights. Dun, 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 dun. And then on the Page of Pentacles in this card, there's lights all around them. So, what is this? My way. They might be at work. 8 of Pentacles, but 8 of Swords. This person, they might want to get something going or doing something, but they're stuck at work. What is this? My way. 9 of Cups. In the world. You have to wait. It feels like this is something that you want, but you have to wait for it. This could be like making plans, like somebody's making plans to be like, hey, let's go do this for dinner or something like that. And you're like super excited to go and do it. But then it's like, oh, I got to finish work though first, or I got to wait until after I'm done doing this thing. So it's kind of like this masculine puts something out there through message or conversation. They're talking to you about it. They're going to shoot their shot. And the feminine might be getting ready. And yeah, see, they're going to shoot their shot with that arrow. It's coming right for you. Oh my gosh, this feels so silly. What is this? They're going to talk and what is this? And you might be like, I don't know. It feels like getting ready, but just like you're thinking you have to wait is what it feels like. Kind of waiting. You could be daydreaming about it. There's something here about timeless. That's the Castle. They might come to your house because that's the convertible with the castle. They might show up at your castle. And wow. This masculine is going to be well put together. Wow, with roses. Okay, so for some of you, this masculine might show up with flowers for you. And getting things going. What is going on here? It feels like you're talking with somebody. And you could have been relaxing before this happened, and you could have been daydreaming and having them on your mind, something like that. And then they end up in your phone, and you guys are it's like you're talking, but it feels more or less like talking about making plans. And it's the bodybuilder. And strategy and self-improvement. And it's a master plan. You're making plans. That's my whole point. You're making plans with this masculine. And it feels like you're excited and you can't almost wait because you have to wait. And I keep saying that over and over and over again. But it feels, whatever this is, you're sharing ideas or something like that. And it brings like some sort of passion or something to you. And it feels silly. I want to say it feels really, really silly. What happens after that? After the plans? Because this does feel like you want to go. I mean, of course you want to go. Okay, then you got the 9 of Wands. What happens after that? On my way. 10 of Swords. Oh, somebody is no longer defensive. That's the end of... You got the... It feels like the end of... Okay, then there's the decision. Oops. What is this? This person, yeah, they're bringing in an Ace of Pentacles to you. something tangible. So it's like the plan, making the plans. It feels like it's unquestionable. You are committed to whatever this is. Of course, if they text, it's not that they're going to text and you're going to run to them. I don't mean it like that. It just means like this is a person you know, and they show up and you're excited and you want to hear from this person, is what I want to say. If you're thinking that it's somebody else from your past that you don't want to hear from, that is not this person. This is a person you're happy to hear from. They give you the glee. And it puts down, it feels like it breaks down like barriers or walls. And your decision is to, I don't want to say take the bait. That's what I heard. Take the bait. It doesn't feel like bait like that. It honestly feels like you go and you get ready. You're excited. It feels like exciting. Yeah. And then they show up. This person literally might show up with things for you. And it's the Star. Queen of Swords. Wow. At the bottom of the deck, you got the Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Star, and the title. You know exactly what you're going to go and do, is what this feels like. And you're happy to do it. And that's the same thing with this energy here. This fairy here, she's like down to just, she jumps into action. 10 of Cups. You love this person. And it feels like you might have been trying to, because you got the Hermit, the Magician, and the King of Wands. This to me feels like trying to like manifest some action or something from them. And it's like you knew that they were going to come back around. This is not a person that, again, it's not a person you don't want to hear from. This is a person you're happy to hear from this person. And it feels like you just make plans. So during this time frame, you're making plans with this masculine. And it feels like there's lots of silliness and giggling and stuff like that. And you have to hang around after a while because you have to wait. But it doesn't feel like you're waiting on them for that reason. You're waiting on them because of like prior commitments, meaning like work, or they're stuck at work. And so you have to just wait. So during this time frame, it feels like you are just talking and planning with this masculine. Okay. It feels like that's really kind of all that is to it in this time frame. And I keep hearing that same song I was listening to before I went. I don't even know who sings it, but it's got that part where it's like, I'm on my way. Something won't, baby, won't you stay? It's such a beautiful song. Okay. All right, so picking this all up. Moving on to the next time frame here. So during this time frame, it's good. So it's like planning and just happy talking. Okay. Next time frame, what do we have coming in? What comes in and happens after that? Afterwards, what do we have? That's Extasius. Okay, hold the cards better. This is Extasius. You get like a physical reaction from something. There's a rapture. What is this? There's motivation. There's, wow, the sun. Well, Solus, that's the masculine. Okay. It feels like I'm pleased with myself. Oh my goodness, what is this? Wow, it's definitely some transformation. You got the Friends. Here, you are heavy on this masculine spring. You're heavy in their thoughts. And like they are just grinning. Wow. It feels like something too with this, the Bright Mother. Here's the characters here. And what is this? It feels happy again. Somebody had a release of whatever that is. It could be a multitude of things. But what is this? A third person. A third person. But that fell in the Friends. Squirrely. You might not tell your friends right away, but you might tell your friends. And it's kind of like, it feels like hold back on this. I keep hearing that. What about your friends? Don't you hang around? What about your friends? Okay, so it's the clock. Perfect timing to restrain yourself. It feels like in this commitment. What is this? I mean, you might have had a really good time or something, and you want to go tell your friends, but something might be holding you back or something like that, going the distance. It's complicated. Then there's the doorbell. The pressure's on. Breaking the limits. Information and being established on something. And then going public. You might not want to go public right away about this, whatever this is, whatever happened between you and this masculine. And it does feel something like as far as, like back in, I want to say like back in high school or something at the heart. And this man, you adore whoever this man is, you adore them. You adore that person. But it does feel like keep it on the hush when it comes to like friends or sharing something. Like the more people you have involved, it creates a third party. So if you go to talk to your friends about whatever's going on between you and this man, that enters them into that enters whatever this is into a third party. Like you never want to really, that's what it feels like. It's not sharing with people whatever experience you and this man had. But it feels like you're so excited you want to. What is this? What is this? Tell me about this. Because it feels weird. It feels like you might have a friend in your circle that is going to, I don't want to say scold, because you shouldn't have a friend scolding you. But it feels almost like, okay, for anybody whose name is this, I don't mean to say it. But what I heard is like a negative Nancy. They're just a negative person. Like something's wrong with everything and everybody. 5 of Swords, See, if you tell a certain friend, they're going to instantly be like, well, something like, well, if they did it before, they're going to do it again. Or it's like you don't want to ruin the moment, is what I want to say. And and then you got 5 of Wands. You might find out that you have so much happiness and then you tell somebody and they rain on your parade. Okay. Ugh. I don't think that they mean to, but this person is just dealing with their own stuff. Because I'm hearing like misery loves company, or they're already down. And it's like they can't really and don't really want to be happy right now. 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Because whatever it is that they're working on, and that's the truth, Ace of Swords, whatever it is that they've got going on, there's confusion in their situation. So it feels like keep it on the hush. Okay, but I want to go back to the happy stuff. 8 of Swords. Yeah, somebody's going to keep you stuck. It feels like if you go and tell them. So it feels like just kind of keep that to yourself. But tell me what's going on with the masculine and the feminine. I care more about that than this other person that's, Ace of Pentacles. What's going on with the masculine and the feminine that were involved in this? What is going on with them during this time frame? She's happy. It's the 6 of Swords standing. It's not the 6 of Swords. I cannot talk. That's the 6 of Wands. It feels like a victory. And you're cheering. It feels like the masculine is so proud of themselves. And the feminine is like, yes. For whatever this was, like you're happy, the energy feels happy between the two. Okay. There was a victory. You might have been holding back and stuck. With the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and then you had a release and now you can sleep peacefully. Two of Cups, Four of Wands. I'm blushing. Oh my God, I don't know what this is. It's funny. Whatever it was, you don't have to hold back. Neither one of these people are. It feels like you can rest easy, my dear. Rest easy. And I'm looking at my clock and it's 4:44. It feels like, and everything is right in the land. Huh. Yeah, you got Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Four of Wands. So 4:44 again. That's weird. It feels like everything is right. And you're just going with the flow. And then, wow, you've got the King of Cups. 10, 10, 10. No way. Even this King of Cups is like just sitting there. But it's the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups. This is like heavy on the other side, coming out the other side now. Wow, I don't know what to say about that. Huh. Feels like, okay, I'm all packed up. I'm all ready to go. I'm all ready. Something. Wow, I just said I'm all packed up. I'm all ready to go. She's literally all packed up and ready to go. So I don't know what that is. And that could be a conversation you're having with spirit. Like, I'm all packed up. I'm ready to go. Whatever adventure you are having, like, I'll let you lead the way, especially here with the crows. I'll let spirit lead the way because it feels like, wow. It feels like whatever was pent up or whatever was needed to be released, it gets released. It sure does. Okay. All right, moving on from that. That was exciting. Okay, and we'll do the overnight. What do we have coming in for overnight? Whew. Okay, overnight. What do we have? You might go to bed with a smile on your face. Overnight. Oh, yeah. The Dark Lady. With the Oak Man. What is that? I'm going to jump on it. Jump on it. I don't know what that is. It feels like I did good. And then you got this Oak Man. This Oak Man looks tired. They might have honey-colored eyes, something like that, but they look tired. But they are grinning still. And then you get, it feels like you know where you're going now. What is that? What is this? Because it's moving forward. These two are now moving forward together. The red flag, the woman, and the fireworks. What's that? The solution. What's the red flag? It feels like there's some passion and chemistry. Oh, you might feel like you have rose-colored glasses on. Because it feels like there was a desire or some passion here. What is this? It's like, but that's what's weird because it feels like with the foggy glasses, That's kind of like mental fog. That's the rose colored glasses. And it talks about lacking clarity, but you've got the key, which unlocks that, which brings in clarity. So what is that there? Because there is a red flag out here. There's a flag on the play. What is that? You might go to bed smiling and happy, but then not sure if they're going to contact you the next day. Reclaiming power. There's that childhood, the playfulness, the fishing pole. But then you get the communication again from this person who was part of your crew. It's a partnership. Oh, okay. So you might, the red flag and all of that, that might be clouding what it is it might be your inner voice, where it's kind of like you're worried, like, okay, well, that was fun until, yeah. Then you got the mastery. What is that? It's a coin toss. I mean, that feels like it can go either way. There's a 50-50 chance here of how this is going to go. And there might be something about balancing out. Yeah, this is all mental for you. You might be going through like a mental fog where it's kind of like, well, that was fun while it lasted, but I don't know if he'll reach out again. But they do, because being here now, they do. Feels like being prepared. She's got all of her stuff together. Holding on. Oh, yeah. See, it's almost like you're waiting till the morning for you to get a text that something wasn't real. Or they're going to come in like a King of Swords. And it feels like it's not going to happen, though. No, if they're going to come back around, they're going to come back. Okay, so I see what's happening here. This person does want to reciprocate with you. But I think overnight, during this time frame, you might get caught in your head thinking that, why did I do that? Or this is going to happen, that's going to happen. They do reach out again the next day. And yeah, Hierophant. And 3 of Cups. They want to get back together with you. It feels like it's just different because you didn't, I think you thought that this was only going to happen then. And then you get some clarity, Wheel of Fortune. And that recognition is still there with the 2 of Cups. It feels like, don't worry. I think you kind of get wrapped up in your head, like, this isn't going to go, this could go either way, or this, I'm not going to hear from this person. I got to do the walk of shame, but you're still feeling really good because something was just remarkable. But then overnight you might get in your head, like, this isn't going to work, but it does. So that it just feels like a mental, you talk yourself into a circle is what I want to say that happens overnight. Okay. Feels like, don't worry. Allow yourself to be happy for a little while here. Okay. All right. What do we have right before we come back? Before we come back, what do we have going on? That's that imaginary fear. Clean slate. You might get blindsided by something. This could be something totally different, but you get blindsided by what? A new way of seeing something, initiating something with hope. But it's, what? I mean, that makes sense why this would be imaginary fear, because it's like you have nothing to fear. It's imaginary. And you got a clean slate. You might be in your thoughts a lot. Still. What is this? The Star. That is a very Aquarius thing to do, is get in your head and overthink and overthink and overthink. But there's some hope here. Wow, with the Sun, the Beaver, and the unconditional love. It's loving energy. It's healing energy. It's every little thing is gonna be all right. You have a victory here. So before we come back, it's like you might have a little fear, but something comes in and cuts through whatever this was. And I don't know if you see that. There we go. And it's like, that's a masculine back there in the background. They might come and lift it up, whatever you may think is going on. And it's good. And then you have the Celtic knot, which is unconditional love. But then here with the fairies that were kissed by the pixies, this is unconditional giving, unconditional receiving. So it is good. You're getting exactly what it is that you want before we come back. You might actually have something show up with like finances or something too, but you get like an alert. Wow, all of the obstacles are removed. It feels like you feel supported. Wow, in this transformation in spirit. Wow. You are no longer in a stalemate. If your energy felt stuck, it's moving now. If you had a connection that was in a stalemate, it's now moving. There is forward movement and you get a trophy. You're winning. That is the status for you. It feels like no longer in a stalemate. Whatever this is, before we come back, it feels beautiful. And there's like lots of, feels like, and today was a good day. You feeling grounded. I mean, it's the tree. Something is definitely moving. Let's see, owl. You're seeing through something now. Whatever was going on and happening, there's now transparency. You're able, there's no more secrets. You are now being like there's inner guidance. You have an inner knowing, and it's like you have hope now and the confidence, and things are moving in a really good direction for you. Feels like somebody's big break is coming too. All right, let me get one or two on this, and then we will close this out. What is this? It's the moon. Ten of Swords. There's no more player energy. Wow, with the Temperance. If you were dealing with someone, I just seen 88. If you feel like there was a player energy, an in and out energy, all of that was in your energy, it's no longer in and out. That's done with. And now there's some Temperance here. Because you made that decision. Feels like you made a decision. You're not dealing with that type of energy. And heavy, what is that? Feels like making a plan not to deal with Wheel of Fortune. You're definitely looking at something with like a new pair of glasses. And you're seeing something completely different. And it feels like something, then you got the Lovers. Feels like realizing what was toxic and what wasn't. And you just have a new perspective on whatever this is that's coming around by the time we come back live tomorrow. You're seeing through everything. There's no more guessing. There's no more, none of that. You know where you stand. 9 of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. There's no more confusion. And knowing, it feels like you went through some form of change or something, knowing that you had everything that you needed and you went forward. You might have new ideas. It feels like new energy. Yeah, Death card. You went through some permanent personal change. It feels like a long time coming. And it feels almost like this embrace that you have, or whatever this was that actually came, it moved the stalemate. Queen of Wands, you've got some confidence. And you've got the Ten of Cups all around. It feels like you're happy. So long story short, by the time we come back tomorrow, you're happy. It feels like it was worth the wait, and I'm happy. So that feels exciting. It feels like this is a good next 24 to 36 hours. So, all right, I'm going to leave this here. And I thank everybody for coming in and for watching. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye, guys.